Welcome back to Ipswich for the sixth event. It's a Class 2 handicap over the 1,680 metres. 4 scratching, 10 runners, Nathan. Damien Thornton rides the top weight in breaking ground for Jack Bruce.
Yeah, look, he looked like he was in for a really good prep, didn't he, when he won first up for the new stable at Caloundra back on December 17. That was 1,400 metres. He went forward. He sort of bullied that race on speed and was really good. Then he got lost around Bow Desert. They gave him a let-up of 30 days. They went to Warwick back to 1,350. He was all at sea there on the heavy track. So can be forgiving of that. I think this is what he's been looking for, the mile, and I expect him to go forward here, put himself in the race and be hard to beat.
Oh, he looks like a 2,000-metre horse. I think he's going to relish the mile. Okay, the 3 is Prickly Poppy, Jim Byrne, Paul Jenkins.
Good fresh run at the Sunshine Coast behind Charlie's Case. Then disappointed last start at Doomben. So possibly fitter here. The trick for this horse is where it's drawn. It's drawn out in the car park.
West Cork rather looks your likely leader. The 4, Nathan Evans for Mitch Faulkner.
Yeah, backs up from Gatton last week where it just missed behind 3 Gongs. Prior to that, it battled on well over this course. So absolutely gives a sight on speed.
Mardai is the 5, Sean Cormack for Gary Dowdy.
Yeah, interesting placement here. It was racing over 1,500 metres at Eagle Farm and the Gold Coast Poly in December. They freshened it up 35 days, went back to the 1,200 metres here, and I thought it was okay, just battled on fair enough. It was never a winning hope there. And they go straight from the 1,200 to the 1,600. I think that can be a good move, and I'm respecting this horse up to the mile today.
He looks fantastic out of the yard. The Wellian is the 6, Carl Zetchner for Grant Lemming.
Yeah, look, it was $151 at Doomben, but it ran much better than that. It was only beaten 3.7 lengths. So that was $1,350. The extra trip suits. I think it's one that can definitely run well at odds.
Okay, over the page to the 10, Van City, Jason Taylor, Tony Sheen.
Yeah, won at this course back on February 3. The runner-up has won since. Just the 2 from 33, though. Gets back and probably needs luck again.
We look to the 11. He's a legend. Michael Carl rides for Marcus Wilson. We've got the blinkers and the tongue-tie off visors go back on today.
Yeah, not a lot to go off here. This is ex-Julia Sando having its first run today for Marcus Wilson. 60 days between runs, no trials. Its only win to date was a Moe Maiden back in November of 2022. So happy to watch this one today.
Rally looks forward. First up for a little while.
65 days.
65 days.
Yeah.
So he's had a freshen up. Bit of a freshen up rather than a spell. A let up.
Go with that.
The blinkers are off. CJ Graham rides and Desley Forster is your trainer.
He won a 2,000-metre Gatton, benchmark 60 last prep, but has done little in 4 runs since September last year. So let it go.
Tyrrell is the 13, Luke Tarrant for Taron Churchill.
Yeah, this horse has been struggling for a little while now.
And Aquarius rounds us out. The 14, Michael Chappell rides for Doug and Graham Lane, has its first start for the new stable and the winkers are off.
Yeah, it did race wide last time, but that was to market expectations there. And this is no easier.
Prickly Poppy, who got a little further back than usual last start, is 480, 460. Breaking ground, 440, 460, and no others really spec'd at this stage. Few drifters when Van City's rock solid at $9.
Yeah, nice and short, isn't it? West Cork. It'll get a nice run on speed, but I'm happy to spec Breaking Ground here. I liked what I saw at Caloundra first up. Could find excuses Bow Desert, and then we can say, okay, didn't go on the heavy track at Warwick where it looked ugly from the get-go. Different scenario altogether here, up onto a good 4-track today, up to the mile, which I really feel like this horse has been looking for. It's good enough to win 1,400 first on the big track at Caloundra. He'll handle a mile around Ipswich, no dramas at all. And I'd like to see him just go forward here like he did that day at Caloundra, put himself in the race and give himself every chance. So Breaking Ground on top for Damien Thornton, who's already on the board here today. Martiti is an interesting one up from the 1,200 metres. I do think it'll race well. There's no market support there, $5 out to $7.50, but battled on okay over the 1,200 last time. It was tried over longer trips. I think the mile can suit today. West Cork I respect up on speed, but by gee, that's short now. $2.25 about West Cork on the back up from Gatton last week. I don't know whether this is going to be any easier than that. And he's winner of 2 from 15, so he's nice and short. And the Wellian we both gave mention to this horse that think he can run a race at around the 20 to 1 mark.
Yeah, I'm going to play Martetti in the 5 for the Dowdy stable. Has some good John Rambo form early on in the piece, and look, the horse had not a lot of favours in the run either. He was wide, and I don't mind that as a form reference for something like this. Last start, the race didn't really change complexion. The leader won, and he had to come back and trip from the 1,200 metres. So perhaps he's missed some work between that run and the Gold Coast Poly run over the 1,540 metres, because we have had a lot of rain. We've had a lot of horses had setbacks with trials put off and things like that. So I think back to in this trip suits. He's got a great action, this horse, and it's the first time I've seen him, and there's a lot to like about him. So I'll play the 5, Martetti. The 6 in the Wellian at bigger odds. Kept on really well first up at Doomben there. Second up, that went straight to the 1,900 last preparation, was a winner, so the horse doesn't take a lot to come to hand. The 10 in Van City for the Sheen stable, and then the 1 in Breaking Ground, I think, will absolutely relish the mile. He's by Snitzel, but just have a look at him in the yard out of his real mare. He looks like he wants every single part of the 1,600 metres, 5, 6, 10, and 1.
There are a good set of colours on Breaking Ground. If we get the cameras back on him for a second there, just parading around under Damien Thorne. They're quite flash. So hopefully they're flash enough to be getting past the winning post first.
Saluting.
Yes, that's right.
Like
Let's run down the board.
Zebra.
Kian here to get an update. $4.40 to $5 is Breaking Ground. Prickly Poppy's been solid the whole way through, 480 to 460. West Cork is your big market mover, 320. Top Fluck into 220. Martiti 5 out to 750, $26 now. The Wellian Van City is reasonably solid, 9 out to 10. He's a legend. First up in these parts, they don't want a bar of him. 11 out to 21. Rally is $26 chance, and you're $81 Tyrol. And triple figures the bottom one, Aquarius.
And it is all about West Cork now, 310, touch 320 back into 220. On the back up, did some work to find the front last start at Gatton and stuck on really nicely. And as I said, Nathan, the map is just really kind here.
Yeah, he should lead these comfortably too. I'm just hoping that Breaking Ground can be within striking distance of him. You've got Rally that might go forward from a little while further out, but there's not a whole lot of other speed to speak of. You think Martiti can be not too far away given his 1,200-metre run last time. But that's obviously what they're thinking with the market. He's going to get a nice run on speed, the favourite.
And I'm going to play Martetti, a horse that I think has got a really good will to win. He was a winner here a handful of starts ago in a Class 1 ahead of Victoria Rock, and he overcame plenty of traffic to do so and found the line really sharply as he just takes a turn back in to $7. There's still 30 seconds of betting time here at Ipswich as we head up to the caller, Jared Wessel, to call him home for race number 6.
On speed type, Nathan Evans rides for Mitch Faulkner, and the money's there, 310 to 225. As they continue to move up, Rally's still out along with Prickly Poppy. West Cork has gone in, Breaking Ground yet to move forward as well. So they're loading away pretty quickly. Underhand, the favourite, took out the first leg of the quaddie, number 5. As Prickly Poppy moves in, short way home here is for West Cork, I should say. who jumps from barrier number 4, West Cork. Looks like they're just about all right. The red light's on, so we're set. Gates open, they're racing immediately, and West Cork began pretty well from barrier 4. Shows very good acceleration and drives through to take up the lead as they go over the crossing. So it's West Cork in front. Breaking Ground is running second. Rally Out Wide is on the way forward into third and closer. Then came Martini, who's just trying to slot across one off the fence. 2 further back, He's a Legend, who's over on the inside of Tyrol. About a length and 3/4 to the Willian, who's 4th last. Behind it was Prickly Poppy, and then Aquarius and Van City last of all. West Cork really fires up in the lead onto the back straight. 1100 left to run. He's booted 5 lengths clear, the favourite. Rally is across to second. 3 away third, then Breaking Ground. A length and a half further back to Martini racing in 4th. 2 1/4 away then to Tyrol on the outside of over on the fence, improving He's a Legend. Then came the Willian from Prickly Poppy. Aquarius is off the rail second last, and Van City can see them all. Short of 800 left to run. West Cork runs it at a solid gallop and leads out by 3 lengths now. Martini's getting closer in second. Breaking Ground makes a move in the centre. They called Rally Napping, who's back to 4th. A big gap then to Prickly Poppy, who's winding up out deeper on the course. Then came behind those horses Tyrol from Van City trying to work into it. He's a Legend, the Willian, and Aquarius will spin in last of all. 350 metres to go now. West Cork corner with a narrow lead, but Breaking Ground's there to pounce in second. Wider out Martini. Prickly Poppy still makes ground, and Van City down the outside. West Cork hanging tough. 150 metres to run from Breaking Ground, and here's Van City finishing home hard down the middle. West Cork the leader. Van City moves up the outside though. Van City takes the lead. Van City by 3/4 beats West Cork a brave second. Then Prickly Poppy Breaking Ground next. Martini from Rally, the Willian further back to Tyrol from Aquarius, and He's a Legend last of all. Van City number 10 is first. 10 down to 850.
3-1 across the line. $10.80, $2, $1.30, $1.50 for Prickly Poppy in for third, and Breaking Ground grabs fourth. It was a winner here last start. It dead set went via Burke and on the corner and beat Papal Miss, who's since been able to frank that form and win again. So certainly a lover of the track. And you just can't underestimate locally trained horses here, Nathan. She looks like she's got a rocket in her.
Well, she's in a perfect match.
Yeah.
She's gone from 1 win and 32 starts to back-to-back wins. It's certainly in a purple patch of form. It was set up by West Cork, who just over-raced in that first half of the race. Nathan Evans tried to steady in the middle part, but it certainly told in the end. Was able to fight off the other 2 that were in the market, but left a sitting shot for Van City in the end, who, as Kian said, has now made it 2 consecutive wins over the Ipswich Mile. 10-4-3. Your numbers here in race 6, your second leg of the quaddie. A win for the locals with Van City.
Sorry, Nathan, I did a shoelace.
You got a few things going wrong today.
Oh, I got a few things going wrong. I can't tip a winner too, but definitely the shoelace. I had to fix that up before I tripped over myself. Tim Sheen. Where is Tim Sheen? Hello. Would you like to have a chat? What's your name? Leslie Lawyer. Would you like to have a chat about Van City? What can you tell us about him?
Well, she worked this morning with by Susie, Susie here, and Tony and myself.
Yes.
Tony here.
Who wants to talk?
Tony, come on.
Well, you dressed for the occasion. I love the jockey silks on the tie. Well done. She's done what she did here a start ago.
Yeah, she's only had 2 bad runs so far. She's had one there. She the one at Eagle Farm where she needed a tongue tie. She got a tongue out down her. In the race before that, she just couldn't get out. But she tries every time.
She sustained quite a wide run last start when she won here. And that Eagle Farm run, or even the Doomben run, where she just got too far back, that was behind Whiskey Dream. You're right. She's following some strong form lines.
No, she goes good. No.
Back her today?
Yes, I did.
Jason rides her well.
Yes, he does. All of them ride her well. Just the last 2 starts before was just a bit of a mishap, but they've all ride her well.
How many you got in work, young man?
Only got 3 at the moment.
3 boutique, small. So you're sort of quality over quantity.
I've got my full-time job out of here, so I can't have too many.
Yeah, no, that's well done. That's hard work to manage racehorses in a full-time job, because you've got to get up so early and then work all day and come back that afternoon. Now, Jason's just telling us there was some good pressure up on top. Obviously, West Cork was able to do that, and this horse likes to drag into a race.
Yes, she does. We've sort of planned on being a little bit closer, just with the railies, and been a real bias today, being on the pace. But couldn't go early, but the tempo was solid early. So we thought, okay, we'll just bide our time and track into it, and we did.
Good turn forward. I better let you go, Jason, and get in a photo. Well done.
Fantastic, thank you.
All right, Nathan, Jason Taylor there with Tony Sheen. They've just combined to take out race number 6 here at Ipswich.
Yeah, he wasn't friendless. $10 into $8.50 in the end, Van City. $2.25 favourite West Cork and Prickly Poppy overhauls the Toppy Breaking Ground to run third. That's the story of race 6 at Ipswich. 10.431. They've run 1 minute 44 and 04 for the 1,600 metres. Race 6 at Ipswich done.
Absolutely killing it doing the Saturday pick of the yards, Nathan. She is flying. Okay, race number 8. Runners are in the yard. Colts, Geldings and Enties ratings band 0 to 58 handicaps over the 1350 metres. We're going to begin with Jungle Fever, who was a nice win here in a Class 2 last start. Aidan Thompson for Stephen Sutherland.
It was a good run, good win. Led and kept running here, and the time was very respectable for the class. So up to 13.50 today and takes a big weight hike for that, but I think it's up to it. It's just a matter of how much other pressure there is here with horses like Dark and Destiny and Stormtrooper either side of it. But this horse will sit on speed. It'll give a good sight. It's been backed early.
Yeah, looks fantastic. Okay, Cyan Star's the 2 and your favourite. Joyce Williams, rides for Darrell Hanson.
Yeah, look, Jai just gave the previous winner a 10 out of 10. He'll need to give this one just as good a ride from the gate. This horse has had no luck at all. The Sunshine Coast and was heavily backed here last time. Relished the good speed, which it'll get again, and it won comfortably. Just a matter of where it gets to from that draw, if it can get to a spot within striking distance.
The Sturgis stable have the 3 Stormtrooper. He's got a lot of early speed. Shania Willis will claim 3.
It was big odds behind Science Star. It led and battled on pretty well. So that was easily its best run this preparation. I assume the same tactics again go forward. There is other pressure here today.
Another horse sent straight to the front from barrier 10 last start and was able to win was the 5 Dark and Destiny and a bake horse for the Smith stable.
Yeah, another one adding to the pressure. This was a fairy tale winner last time, Kian, because
That's right.
Anna Bakos rode it to win, and then the horse was in the wedding ceremony 2 days later. So it was certainly a topical winner on that particular occasion. That made it 1 from 22. Can it make it 2 from 23? Bit tougher task today.
Okay, Jim Byrne rides the 6 Golly Hut for Paul Jenkins.
Yeah, look, this is a horse that we've got the number of days there. Is it 1,700 or something since it's won a race?
1,400.
We feel as though it's going well at the moment without a whole lot of luck, and that was certainly evident last time behind Science Star here. It should have finished much closer in that race. Now, it's possible it was flattered because of being held up and it wasn't exposed enough to show its limitations, but I do think the horse is going okay. It looks like it's drawn to get a nice run in behind them here. There's a good speed on, and around the $10 mark, I think it will run a race.
Alan Chow has the 7 Neoclassicism. Sean Cormack.
Yet another one coming through that Science Star race here last time, ran 3rd there. It's placed at 9 of 18, this horse, but just the one win. Draws better this time than it did last time, so it should run a race. It's just that strike rate that's a worry.
Capitil is first up, the 8, Boris Thornton for Glenn Thornton. Now, he was ultra consistent last prep without winning.
Yeah, look, it's just that one race. It's the Gold Coast Poly win over 1,500 metres, but it does had shown some speed in previous runs, running well at the Gold Coast over 900 Eagle Farm 1,000 metres earlier that preparation. So 1,350 is going to be just fine, and the Deegan trial was okay where it finished off okay.
Quests of Quests is the 9, Emily Lang for Olivia Cairns.
One on the heavy 10 here, 3 starts back at Class 1 company. It was okay at the Sunshine Coast behind Charlie's Case. I think that's good form for this. Then went to Dolby, was held up on the turn for a few strides, so should have finished closer there. What it will do is appreciate the hot speed here.
The big boy Bambalam is the 12. Casey Waddell will claim 2 kilograms for Pat Duff.
Is this horse your nemesis, is it?
I can't catch Bambalam. I love Bambalam, but look at him. He's a big, imposing black horse.
Look, the market found him there last week, $10 to $8.50 officially, but much better was bet and landed the prize benchmark 60 grade. Hasn't been too harshly punished for that, but I go back to its previous run here where it seemed to struggle behind Science Star, so that's the form line I'm going on here.
Here come the drums. The 11-year-old is the 14, Taylor Marshall for the Cow stable.
Yeah, look, the last couple have just been plain.
Sakish is on the 5-day turnaround. Horse number 15, Sammy Collett for Brucey Brown, and he was playing up a treat. Sammy's done a really good job persisting with him. She's got him around the gates.
It found it too hot in Saturday grade just 5 days ago, but in the previous 2 here are hard to make a case on as well.
Interesting runner in the last horse we're going to have a look at. This is a 16, Salt and Pepper. Michael Nolan has its first start for the new stable, and Mark Duplessis rides.
Yeah, I've got marked down Market Watch. They went up cautious at the $8 mark and now out to 11, having its first run for Michael Nolan. No trials since the last run back on January 13, so it's a leap of faith, but the stable's going really well.
Yeah, I was the same. I was Market Watch and Yard Watch, and out of the yard, it's a really nice style of horse. Okay, Science Star, $3.30, but look at the big move here for the 1, Jungle Fever, $7 into $4.60. Stormtrooper, your likely leader, 17 into $14, and a few drifters apart from those, Nathan.
Yeah, tricky race to finish off. Golly Hut we've got on top, and as we said, there's not a lot of confidence, but it's $10. It's going well. It's going to get a nice run for Jim Byrne, so we'll put it on top. I understand the move for Jungle Fever. It's going to be on speed. I suspect Aidan Thompson may well just let a couple of those other ones like Dark and Destiny and possibly Stormtrooper go and just track them. It's going to get a nice run. I think it'll probably look the winner at some stage. Science Star is going to be in a different spot, probably more awkward spot, needing another really good ride from Jai Williams, but it's going well. And similarly, number 9, Quest of Quest, is one that's going to finish off really strongly here. So I'll go 6, 1, 2 and 9, Kiana.
He always parades well, this son of Better Than Ready, and that's no different today. He sucks you in from the yard. I don't think I've ever tipped him, however, but here we are today. Anything can happen. Anything's possible. He was held up momentarily last start, boxed on really nicely, and meets Cyan Star better at the weights since they last clashed. For that reason, from Barrier 4 and Jim Byrne, Golly Hut goes on top. The 2 in Cyan Star was a good solid win, but it was assisted by what was a really strong tempo, albeit should see similar pressure applied today up front. Just a sticky draw to overcome. The 8 in Capitil, I've liked those trials. Very consistent galloper without winning last preparation, so there's a win not far away. And the Neoclassicism was building the revs late last start in that same form line race as we follow Cyan Star. So I was 6, 2, 8 and 7 for the last.
We expected it would be a good betting race given the number of chances, and it has been that way. Jungle Fever, the one that was backed early, 7 as short as 460 at one stage, but back to 5 now, and the market support is there for Science Star again, as it was last time. $3.90 now down to $3.30. You'll see that tote trim up as we get closer to start time. And Quest of Quest has been really solid, $4.60 to $5. The other one that opened up in single figures, Salt and Pepper, just a little easy, $8 to $11 first time these parts, and ours is just sitting there around the $10 mark.
Interesting race as these 0 to 58s. I guess with Jungle Fever too, although the money's dried up a touch now, back out to $5. It was a nice win. What was a Class 2, and usually you'll find Class 2s sometimes are a little bit stronger than these 0 to 58s.
Yeah, and I guess the handicap is telling us that as well, given the weight hike it's taken.
Big weight hike.
Yeah. You're off to the Sunshine Coast tomorrow night?
Yes, hundreds and thousands night put on by Tab, which is fantastic. So I'm going to get stuck into the form when I get home tonight, but looking forward to the 6 race card.
And possibly a birth in the family over the weekend as well?
Yes, puppies. That would be my Tenterfield Terrier Winx. She's a little beauty, and she's carrying 4 little pups, and she's due to foal this weekend. So I'm on pup watch.
Busy girl.
Certainly am.
They're moving in well here. Let's go up to Jared Wessel for the call of the last here at Ipswich today.
14 tonight. So these runners are moving in. Bambalam comes forward. So this race down at Pakenham's just about to get underway. It's a 1,000-metre contest, so should be out of the way pretty swiftly, and we're continuing to move forward well here. Jungle Fever comes up. Capitil, Dark and Destiny, Cyan Star, Stormtrooper and Quest of Quests I can still see out behind the gates. Cyan Star 340. Quest of Quests are laid firmer, 5 down to 440. And Jungle Fever back to 550. Late in betting. Jungle Fever led all the way last start over 1,200. Bit of speed engaged here by the looks of it. Stormtrooper will hike along in front, more than likely. And also Dark and Destiny generally likes to run along in front as well. So speed early might be interesting here as they continue the move up. And we're just about ready here. So the light is about to be switched on. They're halfway around at Pakenham. But anywho, we're going to go here at Ipswich. The favourite is going to be Cyan Star at 350. No delay, gates open. They're off. Dark and Destiny left quickly from down low. Shows good early speed. Stormtroopers on the way forward. So too is Jungle Fever out deeper, emerging to third. Then Quest of Quests to fourth. Sakish the rail. And Cyan Star close today, trying to slot him one off the fence, but 3 deep at the moment. Next, Golly Hut, Neoclassicism. 2 for the back. Salt and Pepper inside. Bambalam. Here come to drums. And Capitil is last of all. They go hard early. In front, Dark and Destiny. ahead clear. Jungle Fever second. 2 away Stormtrooper. Something had to give. It's back to third. 2 for the back Sakesh, and then Quest of Quest from Cyan Star, who still looks to be wide. Next in the field, Neoclassicism from Golly Hot. 2 lengths then to Salt and Pepper from Here Come to Drums. Bambalam and Capatil whips them in. The field pack up. 6 lengths cover them, running towards the turn. 500 metres left to run. Dark and Destiny narrowly in front. Jungle Fever ready to pounce in second. Stormtrooper boxing on in third. Sakesh about to get into the clear from Cyan Star. Quest of Quests held up behind them, and then Salt and Pepper. Neoclassicism. Here Come to Drums rides the rails, getting to the lead. Jungle Fever. Cyan Star despite a wide passage keeps coming the outside, and then came Quest of Quests. Cyan Star got to the lead. 75 to run from Quest of Quests and Sakesh. Cyan Star too good for them here. Won by a length on the line and beat Quest of Quests. Sakesh ran third, and then came Jungle Fever next in. Neoclassicism, Stormtrooper. Further back, Golly Hut, Capatil. Here Come to Drums, and then Salt and Pepper. Towards the end, Bambalam, and last of all was Dark and Destiny. Too good, Cyan Star. Midfield sweeps hard and wins. Cyan Star, number 2, is the winner.
Duck 3 wide behind the Solid Tempo, but it kept coming, and clearly a horse in really good form at the moment. 2, 9, 15 and 1. The tempo was hot as we expected it to be. Quest of Quest just seemed to get a check there at a vital stage in the run. It's done a good job to run second. So Quiche has run third at massive odds, and Jungle Fever, under the circumstances, done a good job to battle on for third. But Kian, it's all about Daryl Henson and Jai Williams to close out the day at Ipswich.
It is all about Daryl Hanson and Jai Williams to close out today. This horse was so unlucky first up, was able to get the cash last start, and like click and collect coming here today.
Yeah, look, he's 3-year-old. He was just so unlucky, Kian, but he's come back, and I took him on a tour up north, and I think it's made a horse out of him. He's come back really nice.
And he took a big weight hike off that last start win too, but he was able to offset that.
Yeah, for sure. Like, as I said, that kilo and a half for Jai's big bonus.
He's a good rider.
Very good rider.
I think he got some Americans that backed him. Cyan Star.
Yeah, they're the owner, one of the owners up there.
Are they from America?
Mark, no, he's not. He's just got an accent.
All right, well done, Daryl.
Thank you.
All right, Daryl Hanson there. He back ends the meeting. Races 7 and 8 here at Ipswich, Nathan.
Yeah, and that rounds out the day. They've run probably the quickest of the 1350s today, 82.19 or 1 minute 22 and 19 seconds. But all honours with the winner. Had to do it tough in the run. Kept coming, and a good day at the office for Daryl Hanson and Jai Williams, as you say. Kian, thanks for your company today. It's been enjoyable.
Nathan. It's been a good day.
And
we've had better days racing on the results wise, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and it's quite pleasant here now. It's cooled down a little bit, but that rounds it out from Ipswich today.
Track played well.
Yeah, track did play well, so on the good 4. We're back here next Wednesday, so Metro Racing here at Ipswich on Wednesday, but you've got Caloundra on Friday, and then I'm at Caloundra on Sunday with Joyce as well, so big double header up there this weekend.
Yeah, certainly. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. That is Tab Hundreds and Thousands night at the Sunshine Coast Turf Club. As we sign off, stay with us on Sky Thoroughbred Central. We'll take a short break. On the other side, we'll have Black Bookers with Ali Mosley and Ben Way. Thanks, team. Thanks for your help today, everyone. Thanks,
everyone.
Stavo. Cheers, legends.
Thanks, Ado. Cheers.